What's up, everybody? Reaction Action Nation here with the World of Devin segment. Today we are here to react to the top 5 biggest Disney castle mistakes ever made. Now, I have never seen this list before, but you know, and everybody and a mama know that I am the biggest Disney fan ever. So, we're going to get right into this reaction video. Do me a favor, hit that like button down below, hit that subscribe button, also hit that bell for more notifications from me, it'll come to you. Also, let me know, show me to reaction next, and I got you, fam, hashtag RAN. Let's get right into this reaction video, guys. Let's go.
Welcome to TPM Vid's Disney Beat, where we talk about all things Disney. If you're new to the channel,
Respect.
hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon to be notified when we upload a new video. We also have Instagram and Twitter. You can find us at
What?
TPM
I do
Videos.
too. Got a new glasses case, you guys.
A signature aspect of pretty much every Disneyland-style theme park is the castle. It's one of the first things you see when you walk down Main Street, and at some point in the day, you know you'll be taking a picture in front of this magical centerpiece.
Right?
Now, there's many different castles that can be found at the Disney parks, and each is grand and elegant in their own way. The castles help place you in this magical Disney world you'll be exploring throughout your day at the park.
Yep.
Now, Disney always wants to make sure that no matter what time of year or day of the week a guest visits the park, that everyone has a very similar experience.
Yep.
But in the past, there's been some exceptions. Over many decades, the Disney castle roster has grown in size, and we've seen some interesting things happen to them. They even begun incorporating castles in a non-traditional way into their parks. But not every castle design has received praises from the public. So today, we're going to be looking at a variety of Disney castles and counting down the top 5 biggest Disney castle mistakes.
Let's do this!
Number 5, the Stitch Castle. Well, we're kicking things off on November 16th, 2004 at Magic Kingdom. This day marked the official opening of Stitch's Great Escape. And when guests walked through the turnstiles, they were greeted by a giant inflatable Stitch in front of the train station. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Well, not just yet. Then as guests walked down Main Street, they were greeted with signs saying Stitch was wanted for creating mischief, mayhem, and pandemonium. After seeing the castle on the ferry boat or monorail ride into the park, guests may have put 2 and 2 together, but once they approached Main Street, they got a real look. Well, what you see here is what you would expect your car to look like the night before Halloween. That's right. Stitch's mischief included TPing Cinderella's castle. What a sight to see. Toilet paper hanging off the elegant Cinderella castle peaks, blowing in the wind. The dreams of thousands of guests wanting that perfect picture in front of the castle just
actually not that bad though.
By toilet paper and a sign that said Stitch is King. It was quite the sight to see. Now, Disney added all the castle decoration overnight, and since the castle is the main focus of the park, it would have definitely intrigued guests to find out what was going on, and maybe check out Stitch's Great Escape. So it was a really smart marketing idea on Disney's part, but without advising guests this was happening, it could have been disappointing to see the castle in this state. Aside from these disappointed guests, there are also many people who found this hilarious. Now, what do you think? It definitely received that mixed reaction, but thankfully, it was only seen for one day and one day only. Then on the morning of November 17th, the castle was back to its original royal self. Number 4, the Crane Castle. We all like nice things on the Disney castles, right? Well, since 2007, Cinderella Castle at Magic Kingdom has been outfitted with 200,000 lights just in time for the holiday season. But although it's Disney, these lights don't just magically appear. It's done with the help from the Magic Kingdom crane that completes the Cinderella Crane Castle. People have said Disney's made a big mistake by ruining its centerpiece with this eyesore of a crane for weeks on end and multiple times per year. The biggest complaint being the crane is ruining pictures. If you visit Magic Kingdom around mid-September or mid-January, you'll most likely be greeted by this famous crane that soars over Cinderella Castle. But if you are looking for that perfect picture, then you aren't wrong, since the crane is in sight anywhere you stand on Main Street. All you need to do, though, is just think of it as the giant Mickey hand that used to be over Spaceship Earth at Epcot, except this time Disney used a crane. Now, after people see the dream lights, the crane has slowly become much more bearable for the weeks it's up.
I can see how that could be a distraction, though.
But it's taken some time for people to warm up to this castle. What started off as what people described as a dreadful mistake that ruined magical photos has remained a dreadful mistake for some, but has sort of turned into what I guess you could consider a Disney meme for some others. People have begun embracing the crane, wanting it in their photos, even using the hashtag WDWCrane on Instagram. It has its own Facebook page and a Twitter account as well, and as long as the Dreamlights are around, the castle crane won't be going anywhere anytime soon.
So is that there now?
3. The Birthday Cake Castle. Disney has celebrated milestones in the past.
60th diamond anniversary, I was there.
But nothing compares to what happened in 1996 at Magic Kingdom.
What happened?
October 1st, 1996 marked the 25th anniversary of Walt Disney World. And to celebrate, they transformed the elegant and iconic Cinderella Castle into a giant pink birthday cake.
Oh,
the cake
wow.
was completed and ready for October 1st, 1996, and was around until January 31st, 1998. That's a 15-month celebration with this pink cake right in the middle of Magic Kingdom.
That's
Work on the
tight.
castle beginning around August of 1996. They painted it 3 different shades of pink using more than 400 gallons of paint. Oh look! The castle crane even made an appearance in 1996. It was decorated with multicolored sprinkles, 26 candles ranging in height from 20
Wow.
to 40 feet, 12 5-foot
How did I not see that? I went to Disneyland back in the 90s.
6-foot stacks of lifesavers, 50 2-foot gumballs, plus all the inflatable icing you can think of.
Wow.
There's probably never been anything as bold in a Disney park than this castle right here. The entire thing was completely decorated, except for the back portion of these windows here, and the sides of those base columns. It was quite a shock seeing the castle like this for the first time. Now, we were lucky enough to be at Magic Kingdom on October 2nd, 1996, when Roy E. Disney was filming a segment for the Walt Disney World Inside Out program, promoting the 25th anniversary.
Oh yeah, hi. How are you? I'm Roy Disney. I think you know Mickey, don't you?
Hi, Mickey. How are you?
Hi, Nick. How are you? Introduce the rest of your family.
Now, 1996 to 1998 were years when the internet wasn't really a thing, so no one knew something this drastic was happening to the castle unless they heard it through word of mouth or saw it on TV in some form, like in the Disney World Inside Out program on the Disney Channel. Well, there were plenty of guests who walked into Magic Kingdom during those 15 months who weren't too pleased, to say the least. If only they recreated something more along the lines of the 1-year anniversary Disneyland Paris castle from 1993. That was much more elegant, but still a cake. A past cast member in a discussion forum said, "I was working there and had to hear complaints every single day about it, and I didn't even work in Magic Kingdom." As the celebration went on, it began getting referred to as the Pepto-Bismol Castle. So it's safe to say that many people would consider it a big mistake that they carried out this transformation. You can only imagine how many complaints guest services received during those 15 months. But luckily this overlay was only temporary, and there hasn't been a castle overlay this drastic since then.
Wow.
Number 2, the Beast's Castle. Now let's move into something a bit more recent. When Disney announced that New Fantasyland would have the Beast Castle from Beauty and the Beast, I'm sure a lot of people's first thought was that it would be something big that could compete with Cinderella Castle. Now, Disney did a great job at recreating immersive environments in New Fantasyland.
I haven't been.
The whole dining experience at Be Our Guest is incredible, right from the entrance with the stone lions into the main dining hall and
That's
the
pretty.
West Wing. Imagineers hit a home run with the interior of the Beast Castle. But the exterior is where they maybe missed the mark and made a mistake. Disney likes to use a technique called forced perspective. We talked about it used on Cinderella Castle in our Top 10 Disney World Secrets video. If you want to check that video out, there's a card in the right-hand side. Now, when creating the exterior of the Beast Castle, they also use forced perspective, but it really only works when viewing it from far away. As you get closer, it's not very convincing. The actual size of the castle falls more under a miniature model. You can see the scale of it in relation to the construction worker. If you're viewing it from the side of the bridge in New Fantasyland, it's like the castle is too small or the mountains are too short and doesn't convincingly carry out the illusion. When you approach the arch leading onto the bridge, it's much more convincing from here, but as you walk closer, you sort of lose that forced perspective effect and
so
also
it's
lose sight of the castle
small.
altogether because of the rockwork. The biggest mistake was not designing something that was larger in scale. It could have still appeared as if it was in the distance, but it definitely needed to be bigger. As you approach Be Our Guest, the doors are massive, and the entrance area is very immersive and detailed. But just imagine if as you're walking through the doors, you'd be able to look up and see the very castle you were walking into. This is one of those mistakes that's more subjective from person to person, but we're curious to know what you think.
That's crazy.
Number 1. Hong Kong's Sleeping Beauty Castle. As part of the $1.4 billion investment in Hong Kong Disneyland, it was announced that their Sleeping Beauty Castle would receive a complete overhaul. Disney said they wanted to draw from a variety of storybook influences and styles. This was the original concept art released in 2016, and you can see how it's taken some inspiration from the Disneyland Paris Castle, as well as the Cinderella castles, and even some elements from Mystic Manor. This would finally give Hong Kong their own iconic castle that wasn't just a cheap copy of Anaheim's. This concept art seems to work. Well, then in mid-December of 2017, the Disney Parks blog released some new updated concept art, and well, this is where they may have made a mistake with this castle. Orlando and Tokyo have Cinderella Castle.
Right.
Paris has their version of Sleeping Beauty Castle. Anaheim has the original Sleeping Beauty Castle. Shanghai has the Storybook Castle, which represents all Disney princesses, but still has an overall thematic flow and fits the look of a Disney castle. And then Hong Kong is gonna get this. It looks like every Disney princess movie just threw up their castle in Hong Kong, and whatever piece stuck made it into the design. It appears that a big mistake was Disney changing the color palette from the original art. You can see in the original that the Sleeping Beauty Castle's pink color was still very prominent, and then the rest of the color scheme of the castle was much more muted and gave off an elegant royal feel.
Right.
While the new yellow and peach color scheme with orange flags seems a bit hokey and doesn't give off that elegant Disney castle feeling. Maybe it'll change again, but now only time will tell as they start building this new castle. So, out of the 5 castles we spoke about today, which one would you say is Disney's biggest castle mistake? What would you have done differently?
The Beauty and the Beast, probably.
And start a conversation. And these are the winners for the 2017 holiday giveaway. The winner of the set of 4 Magic Bands is Nick H. from Vail, Arizona.
What?
The winner of the $50 Chuck E. Cheese gift card is Riley H. from San Jose, California. And the grand prize winner of the $150 Disney gift card is Trisha B. from Carson, California. Thank you so much to everyone who entered, and we'll be reaching out to the 3 winners very soon. If you have any videos from the Disney parks that you'd like to share with us to be used in future videos, follow the link in the description
Sky means
below.
business.
Thanks so much for watching. Click the TPM icon on the screen to subscribe to this channel, and check out some of these other videos, which we're sure you'll like.
You know what, guys? Honestly, that Beast Castle, I heard about them building that in Fantasyland. I just didn't know that it would be that small. That's so crazy. I'll literally have to see it with my own eyes. But that's just something that is probably unforgivable. But I'm pretty sure it's not Disney's fault. People that built it, their fault. Everybody always wants to blame Disney for their mistakes and whatnot, and clearly it's not. But yeah, that was my reaction to the top 5 biggest Disney castle mistakes ever made. If you like my reaction, which sometimes I sit there, if you read my facial expressions, I'm reacting so. I don't got to say something all the time. But if you like my reaction, do me a favor, hit the like button down below. Hit the subscribe button. Also hit the bell for more notifications from me. It'll come to you. Also let me know, show me to reaction next, and I got you fam. #RAN. Also check out my Patreon. At $1, you'll get unlimited videos from me, the first dibs. Also hit Lauren Alexis's page. I'll leave the link in the description down below. Also my Disney Weekly page. And the link in the description down below. Make sure you follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Worldofdevin YT. I can't stress that enough. And I will be promoting videos on there as well. I'll see you guys in the next reaction video. Peace out.